We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
All right, look at that. We're back. No applause, no shit.
You didn't have your headphones on. I played applause.
No, we didn't. We didn't have no fucking applause, man.
Yes, I did. I didn't play the intro, but I did play the applause.
You did?
You didn't pay attention.
You're a lying ass.
No, see, you was too busy dancing to the music. Ken didn't have his damn headphones on, so you didn't hear the damn applause, but they were played.
That's how far
right
we
at this level, right here.
Oh, really? At that level?
Yes.
Bring Dina back, man. This motherfucker out of here.
Dina will be back.
Bring this motherfucker out of here.
And we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, Insanity Check can be found on Facebook at Insanity Check, on Twitter at Insanity Check 12. Our YouTube channel is Insanity Check Radio. And, of course, you can also join us on our Google Plus page and our Google Circles and see nice big pictures of the show.
Yeah. You didn't tell them that we get the enhanced version on YouTube.
Oh, word, most definitely.
Thanks to this man here, man. This dude does this editing stuff. This guy's good with this editing shit, man. I commend him. Fuck that editing, but he does a good job every week. You should check it out. Check out the man's work.
I actually have gotten compliments on the editing.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's come a long way. If you see the stuff he used to do back in the days and stuff now, it's come a long way, man.
Come a long way, baby.
Yeah.
Now we're going to, of course, delve into the muck and the mire.
To make the effect of this better, because we had one show where we basically said, we spoke our mind about such ghetto stuff like this and used the vernacular of the hood. Now, 8, do you have any good choice drops for this particular thing? Because you're going to understand what I'm requesting. This is about 8 arrested after a brawl at a kindergarten graduation in Cleveland.
And not just a kindergarten graduation, a kindergarten graduation.
Yes. And motherfucking kindergarten, any case. So these are all black people with fried hair, tattoos, and a whole bunch of shit like that going on. So do you have something that would be appropriate that you could drop in?
He lost that. He hasn't had that.
Oh, that's right. You haven't had it.
What?
The spelling bee.
The spelling bee. I don't have it anymore because it's in my other laptop.
Damn.
Yeah, but I'll come up with something.
Oh, okay, yeah, because
that's gone until I get that laptop over there fixed, and I have a replacement here that I'm trying to,
Oh, okay. Well, you people out there know what the hell we're thinking.
Now, I will say, to be fair, that I actually hear more about this type of stuff from the whites than the colored folk. When you get these Little League games.
Oh, yeah.
And
soccer joints in the stands. Little League in the stands.
These parents just get out of control and start going buck wild and shit. But you know what? The difference is, of course, that at least that's a competition. Doesn't make it right. You're still fucking savages for fighting in front of fucking little kids. But
my whole shit is the imagery. Look at these fried head fucking...
The belligerents
come on, man. They got these damn supermarket, grocery store bags weaved into their hair. This is come on, man.
Basically, a kindergarten graduation in Cleveland ended with 8 people in detention, police detention, after an argument erupted into a sidewalk brawl.
A fracas, a brouhaha.
Families of students at the Michael R. White School, ironically enough, were gathered for the end-of-year ceremony when 2 teenagers got into a dispute and stepped outside to continue it. I will give them credit for having the decency to step outside.
Like, we're going to take it outside. But the little kiddies were still traumatized by seeing this.
Probably.
Or they probably learned some techniques. Who knows?
There were no students from our school involved. They're fucking 6 or 5 years old. Cleveland Police Commander, blah, 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 blah. He said first 911 call came in as a report of a shot fired, which turned out to be false, and the school was put on lockdown. There were no guns, but one individual did pull out a club or a stick, and one person did grab a hammer. So it was a
claw hammer. Come on, man.
Finish him.
You put a claw hammer in somebody and scared a little kid.
So in all, 7 adults and 1 teenager was arrested. for aggravated rioting, and the prosecutors will decide whether to charge them, he said. No one was seriously injured, but there were a number of scrapes and bruises from the fisticuffs.
Listen, man, that's just some Sambo monkery going on there. That's ridiculous, man. And I'm thinking the little kids are probably traumatized. They came there for some little celebratory little thing. Yeah. And now they got the people outside putting their eyes out with hammers and stuff like that. I'm like, I mean, what is this teaching the kids? What are you teaching the kids?
But it's like, but this is, like I said, it's like, I want to say what could possibly have gone on that you felt the need to get into a fight at a graduation.
Well, probably escalated because when the two people came out, undoubtedly those people
their crew came out
and like, the crew of the family members were, don't you touch my so and so.
But still, I'm like,
they started.
What do you need to fight about? What I mean, unless it was something that happened, prior to the event, there's some history, perhaps.
My nephew's finger painting was better than your nephew's.
That's what I'm
finger
saying.
painting.
It can't be, what the fuck would make you want to fight someone at a graduation?
I have no idea. I mean, like like you said, what could you possibly think of? Why would you be fighting? And they said, it escalated inside to where they needed to bring it outside.
Right. But of course,
maybe they're teasing each other's gear. Who knows?
Is that ignorance knows? There's no logic and reason.
But there's no limitations to ignorance. I mean, obviously,
so it could have been just about anything.
There's no geographical boundaries
from this picture. One bitch could have been laughing at another stank bitch's fucked up hair. The stank bitch with the hair heard it. Like, oh, fuck you laughing at, bitch. I'm laughing at you, bitch. Right, bitch? Oh, fuck you, bitch.
We're going to come outside.
Then we got to go outside.
So then they smear like 2 pounds of Vaseline on their face.
Take off the fucking slippers and shit. So nice and barefoot with their fucking hobbit toenails.
So first of all, who the fuck brings a hammer to a kindergarten graduation? Like, what the fuck were you expecting to happen? You bringing a hammer to a kindergarten
I choose to believe that it was probably from, in the side of the back of a utility vehicle, the husband.
So you just gonna start searching around for fucking workman's tools outside kindergarten?
Listen.
Silence!
This is stupid.
I kill you.
that makes. I'm like, how did that come into the picture? Did they pull it out their back pocket?
Now, to be honest with you, I actually saw a group of Mexicans getting it on once in the Bronx. And I mean, literally, I don't know why they started fighting or what happened, but it was about 20 to 30 Mexicans on the Grand Concourse in the Bronx fighting, and I swear I saw tools and all type of weapons. Like, there were no guns involved.
But they're gardeners, probably.
That's what I'm saying. They're doing hard labor daily,
so that's their work. I mean, that's their tools. I mean, it's probably either contracting or gardening.
But this is the middle of the night. This is like,
what's your point?
You saw dudes fight with car fenders down at the junction.
One motherfucker had the fender off of a van. And another dude had a tire iron
at the junction. At the what was
it? It was Broadway and Myrtle Avenue. Broadway and Myrtle Avenue in Brooklyn.
And
Not sure people know where that is, but yeah. Oh, tire iron and the fender off of a van.
Finish him.
Oh man, but I mean, like I said, the Mexicans and the tools, they would probably, had their work stuff with them,
and they were swinging belts. I mean, literally, there was and most of them were already bloodied, but they were still fighting. Like,
so it was like a real, old-fashioned brawl.
And the crazy thing is, if you know about anything about the Bronx and the Grand Concourse, I mean, that's a huge street, and cars are still passing by, but they're in the middle of the Grand.
In the middle,
like where the cars pass by. It's like being on Atlantic Avenue in the middle of the street.
God,
swinging belts, swinging hammers. Niggas was throwing sneakers.
And there was no boots. No
it was all bloody and fucked up.
Yeah, they was hitting each other with shoes. I saw it.
What time of the day? What day was this?
This is like probably 11:30, 12 at night. This is about 5 years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Bleeding and shit. Oh, and you didn't get no footage of that shit?
No.
God,
5 years ago wasn't really the world star.
Oh yeah,
everybody
you're right.
Something fight era.
And things like that stick in your head, man. Cause I would have been like shocked. So you watched the whole shit.
When you say hammers and people fight, I watched that. That was crazy, but it was by Mexicans. So.
Racist.
Yeah.
But
yes, I am. Thank you.
Well, I mean, look, that is what it is.
But speaking of not being able to forget shit.
Well, this next story is close and dear to my heart. I mean, because I actually experienced something like this a long time ago, and I never forgot it. Well, this one is a modern day situation that mirrored that situation. In Hollywood, costume superhero characters were involved in a brawl Wednesday afternoon on the streets of Hollywood. Witnesses said 2 Captain Americas and a Spider-Man threw punches at each other in front of the Madame Tussauds kiosk, feet away from the Dolby Theater on Hollywood Boulevard. All of a sudden, 2 Captain Americans and Spider-Man started circling around me. Captain America just hit one of them, and Spider-Man started bleeding.
Damn.
Said Bernardo Stroud. Stroud said he was forced to step in. I was stunned at the moment. Then all of a sudden, it just got to me. I got to get them out of the way. The tourists just looked around like they were enjoying the moment, he said. Apparently, I really was trying to figure out what was the gist of why they were fighting. But then, apparently this must be a situation, an area where a lot of costume guys goes to do whatever they're doing. Because it's like, he said the group was arguing over allegation of tourist harassment and issues of sidewalk territory. Keep that in mind. I tell them the truth. I tell them, you're a thief, said the Captain America impersonator. That is not good for the image, the perception, the spirit of Hollywood. We are all ambassadors. A.C. Simmons, who dresses up like Batman on a daily basis, said tensions continue to grow among many of the superheroes who work for tips near TCL Chinese Theater. There are groups of characters who are actually strong-arming tourists and actually asking for $20 tips, which is ridiculous.
Damn.
And they forced them to pay, he said. No arrests were made and no one was injured in the incident. Now, the reason I picked this story, outside of the imagery of, guys fighting in costumes, is because it brought back a scenario way back in the days when Times Square was actually the Deuce. Okay, it wasn't that homogenized post-Rudy Giuliani, fucking Neo-Tokyo, whatever the hell it is now. It was actually what you saw in Taxi Driver and all of those old-fashioned movies. It was really a seedy a melting pot of a whole bunch of things. And I was up there one time, and it was a place called Orange Julius and Nathan's on 42nd and 4th. It was on 7th Avenue. It was actually on Broadway between 42nd and 43rd, and there was a Popeyes up on 47th Street, Popeyes Chicken. And, well, the Popeyes mascot was handing out his coupons to come in and get your chicken or whatever.
Dude in a Popeyes suit.
And he's in a Popeyes suit. He was in the alternative suit, the one where he had on royal blue with the collar, the powder blue. He had navy blue shirt and the powder blue pants. So he came down to 42nd, and there was a Nathan's hot dog man there, and he was dressed like a hot dog. He had the bun on the side, he had the white big fluffy gloves, he had the white stockings on with the big shoes, and the wiener tip was way up here like a good 2 feet from the top of his head. One thing led to another because the Popeye was infringing upon his territory. The hot dog was like, yo, man, you need to get up out of here because I'm trying to hand out these shits in this man hot in this hot dog outfit. I need to get rid of my coupons just like you need to get rid of yours. The Popeye was like, basically it's a free street. One thing led to another. The coupons went up in the air, and that Popeye whooped that hot dog's ass. He backed that hot dog up into the mirror, into the glass of that Nathan's, and it was straight body work, hard body work. And then the Popeye even had the foam pipe. He had the foam pipe and the mesh eyes and the whole nine, and he beat that Nathan's hot dog, and that hot dog was bending in the middle, and his hot dog tip was coming. It was the most New York moment I could have ever seen. I mean, that epitomized New York of that era and that decade. So this story is near and dear to old Skillet Sauce's heart because I've actually witnessed this in person. Do not infringe upon another costumed mascot-like dude's territory.
Especially in the summertime.
In the summertime when it's mad hot and you're trying to get up out of there, or you might get your ass whipped. So,
well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope we left you with a smile on your face with that story. Thank you for joining us again. We'll be back next week. Once again, there's Ken, Skillet, and Mr. 8 on the boards. Again, you can check us out at YouTube, on our YouTube channel, Insanity Check Radio. Contact us on Facebook. Tell us if you like it. Tell us what stories you want to hear.
Suggest some stories.
On Facebook at Insanity Check. Tweet to us at Insanity Check 12. And once again, join our circle so you can get all of these enhanced stories when they are edited by on our Google Plus page. Thank you again. We'll be back next week. We're out.
Take care.